We've got a couple items, and one of them is a request for a motion to amend for a resolution to provide for the public comment to be moved forward earlier in the agenda. Can I have a motion for that? I move. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in
Mayor,
favor?
before we take a vote, I have a point of clarification on that item. I would like to know if public comment goes before and then we discuss, and if the public then has additional comments after hearing all of the business of the council, would they be then allowed to go to the podium and add to any business that we have discussed after they have already approached the podium?
Most definitely. If they want to wait, stay through the evening, most definitely.
Thank you.
I'm trying to make this a little easier for the mothers and fathers who have to get their kids in bed by 8 o'clock, homework, et cetera, et cetera. So, yes, at any time they can interject, yes. So we have motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now, what I would like to do at this time is I'd like to add a question to the council about public comments. In the past 8 or 9 months, the public comment section has been used as a tool to disrupt this council meeting. Last council meeting, we had over a 2-hour disruption. We had to move items forward. We don't want to disenfranchise the public comments. I think they are very important to what we do. But I think that as we all wait as council members to do our business, and as you manager and you attorney, we all wait to the end of the meeting to have our discussion about what's going on in the world. I'm asking the council for us to restructure the agenda to put public comments right before discussion from the city manager, city attorney, and council. That way, if there's a discussion issue that comes up from the public comment, we then at that point, you as manager, have the ability to address it if you're prepared, or not address it if you're not prepared. And we as council members can at the same time address it or not address it according to, our knowledge of the question or our knowledge of the comment. So my request to the council is it okay for you guys, for all of us, to move this agenda item to that section in the process? Second by Mr. Burgess. Mr. Shelley, did you have?
Yeah, that's effective next meeting?
Effective tonight.
Well, I have an issue with it being effective tonight, but I support what you're saying. I support it being effective going forward, but I can't support it being effective as of tonight.
Okay, there's one no vote for Mr. Shelley. Mr. Williams?
Yeah. Mayor, are we talking about moving public comment?
Just moving public comment from where it is in the beginning of the meeting to right before the city manager and the council.
Now, I remember this conversation. I one said that we ought to move it to the back, and everybody said, no, keep it in the front. And now you're saying move it to the back.
Now, I brought it up before and asked for a vote, and there was no support for it. I'm bringing it up again simply because if you think about the last meeting, we had 2 hours plus of public comment that was repetitive public comment with the intention, I feel, to disrupt the flow of the city. So my request is not to say, not changing any time limit, anything like that. It's just let's get the business done first. Then let's talk about the concerns and questions or whatever it is in the end. And I'm requesting it be done tonight. Mr. Shelley is and I think the Vice Mayor, I'll let them speak for themselves.
Well,
Mr. Williams, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Well, I was all for that in the beginning, but I'm glad that colleagues able to come around to see where I thought we were going to be at anyway. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Now, as it relates to tonight, I don't know how that will make us look as perception. It's always the perception of what we do up here. Not that we're doing anything bad, but it's always the perception of what it looks like. So I say if we're going to do it. I mean, I think it should be done at the next meeting. That way, the public is noticed, and we go from there. But I go with the consensus of the council.
At this point, there's a motion and a second. So we'll Mr. Let me. I'm sorry. Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you, Mayor.